Well, hello there and welcome back. In this video, we're going to do the Contact Us form for the jQuery mobile version of the site. It's the Contact Us form for the jQuery mobile version of the site. Isn't this exciting? Yes, the finish line is coming right up. Just you relax, it won't be long, okay? Now, before we begin, I spotted a mistake. Would you mind if I took a minute to fix a little CSS mistake because it's kind of bothering me? Okay, it's actually on the original site, the desktop version. So if you could go to site settings, if that's cool, and we'll go back to normal mode like so. Okay, that's the vibe. And here's what I noticed. When you go to the sub or the bottom navigation here, everything looks fine, right? But if you click on something like About Us, and by the way, I've added some sample content here, but if you click in here and look at the navigation, it's just not right at all, okay? And we've also got this miserable line going across here. So once again, home page, everything looks okay. About Us, Contact Us, all of the other pages actually, they look rubbish. I'm talking about this navigation down the bottom, right? Keep your eyes on the bottom of the page. So, would it be okay if we quickly fix this? Then okay, it won't take too long. Let me just show you what's happening. If you could open up public bootstrap, then this will all become very clear. Because you'll notice that we have a container somewhere, that's got this round bottom class on it. Now you know what that does, right? Okay, obviously this is the thing that gives us the nice rounded bottoms here. Oh man, this all sounds dodgy, but you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying, right? Now if I click on this here, I'm clicking on this son of a gun here, right? You can see the little underline, and as we scroll down, look at this. It's closing before the footer has appeared. Okay, it's closing before the footer has appeared. Now, that's not entirely cool. It's actually a mistake in the public bootstrap thing. I'm going to take that out of here. And I'm going to move it actually after this container. Man, there's containers everywhere, okay? But if we do that, save that and hit refresh, well, everything looks kind of cool here. If we click About Us, everything looks cool. Contact Us, everything looks cool. By the way, if you open up homepage content, the normal homepage content, well, if you look at this, do you see how we've got a class called container here in homepage content? It's just out on its own. It's called container and it's not doing anything, right? You'll notice that this class is open, but it's the class that never closes. That's why it was displaying properly on the homepage. So we can take that out now. And in fact, let's just tidy up whilst we are in the neighborhood. So here we go. If we save that, okay, save that, refresh, okay, everything looks good. About Us, everything looks good. Now you can see, by the way, that the footer's kind of, is halfway up the page, and I suppose that's not too cool. If that bothers you, and by the way, it doesn't really bother me, but if it's something that bothers you, then one solution would be to find that round BTM div, and you can see that there's a min height 650. Can you see that? So we can copy that, take it out, we'll make another div up, and we'll give it an ID of stage. This is the stage, it's where the action happens, okay? And this stage thing closes around about here. So I'll just say end of stage, right? Stage is a name. I always have a div called stage on every website that I build. It just seems to happen, In any event, into this Jumbotron vibe here, and if we say stage and then paste in that min height and we refresh, hold on a second, background color red, okay, oh, of course, that was the mistake. I've ended this stage at the wrong part. It should be ended, of course, it should be ended before that HR thing. So here we go. Look, see, it's forcing the thing to go down, okay? And that is pretty cool. We don't even need to go as much as 650. We could probably go 600, and that's quite a nice page. Do you see that? So about us is good, home is good, and that is the end of our little CSS diversion. Okay, so are you ready to begin the proper video? Then here we go. I'm going to start off by going into site settings, and we'll re-enable this mobile vibe here. Okay, so if we hit refresh, we are back into mobile mode. Okay, now I'm going to go into contact us, and as you can see, it's a bit of a dog's dinner, but that's okay because we can open up the contact us controller. We can go to index, and as you can see, everything here is nice and simple. Okay, so I'm going to say is mobile, is this site settings, is mobile. Okay, so we now have a true or false for the is mobile thing. And then just before this page loads, maybe about here, I'm going to jump in and say if is mobile is false, then the data view file equals contact us. In other words, it's a normal oh sorry, we don't even need to say that. I've already declared that. I'm sorry. What we say, we say template equals public bootstrap. That's what we do. Otherwise, the template equals public underscore JQM. And the trick that I was trying to do a minute ago before I got all mixed up was something like this. If we go into jQuery mobile mode, then let's make data view file also equals, we're adding on underscore JQM. Okay, so different template, different view file if it's a mobile device. So we can now head into this templates vibe, add in template, and in fact, I'm not even going to waste any time. I'm going to go right into that views folder and contact us, and I'm going to make one up called contact us underscore jqm.php. I'm going to save that, and I'm going to make up an h3 tag that says contact us. So if we now refresh this page, as you can see, we have the beginnings. Well, maybe you can't see it there, but if I switch to something like this, we have the beginnings of a fairly okay contact form. Now, some of you folks are wondering, why did I go H3 instead of H1? The answer is just because I thought the size was kind of nice. H1's really massive, you know, and I just felt that H3 looks nicer. Now, if some of you search engine optimization gurus are looking at this and thinking, well, you know, it's Google might not like this because there's not any H1s, you know. Well, don't worry, because Google and Yahoo and Bing and all of that, they're going to be looking at the desktop version of the site. So we can do this and everything is cool, okay? Let me get a sip of my coffee here, hang on. Alright, okay, so now I'm going to open up homepage content JQM, and then I'm going to open up oh geez, what am I looking for here? Public, that's what I'm looking for, sorry, public underscore JQM, that's where the action is. Right, and I'm looking for this vibe here. Do you see this little div class, corners all, and all of that stuff? I actually like this thing, so I'm going to copy that and paste this in so that this encases the contact us stuff. I'll just show you what it does. You know what it does, right? You can remember. It looks like this. Okay, you see that? We've used it before. It's just a nice little effect, okay? So, are you ready to build the form? Then let's build the form. I'm going to head over to this jQuery mobile website here, and I'm going to click on Forms and Forms. Okay, and as we look down, eventually you'll find a bit with text input and text area. Input, did I say input? I mean input, you know what I mean. Anyway, we're going to view the source. We're going to go for text input. We're going to find this little son of a gun here. Here it is. And I'm going to whack this in. Okay. Now on the contact form, we have 3 of these. So 1, 2, 3. And then we've got a text area, right? So the text area, it's actually right here underneath it. You can just copy that. And the text area goes like this, okay? So I'm just rebuilding the form, but I'm rebuilding with a jQuery mobile version. Now I'll get rid of this margin here and we'll fill these fields out, okay? So I'm just going to say name, and I know from memory that we had this called your name, okay? And the value is going to be your name. Okay, excellent. The next field is going to be called email, and the name of that field is email, and the value is email. The next field is called telephone number. The name is it's telnum, and the value is telnum, and the last field is going to be called message. Okay, I think it's called message actually. I'm doing all of this from memory, by the way. I honestly have no notes or anything. I mean, look, this is what I've got. Do you see any notes? Me neither. So I'm just doing this from memory, but I think that's right. Oh, and of course it should say message. Okay, so name, message, that's excellent. Of course, the last thing that we need to add is a button, which is probably a good idea. So let's see if we can find one, and here we are here. Okay, so again, well, I've already got the source open. So I can do a search for buttons are used. That was where they showed up. And it's something like that. Okay, and I'll just chuck this in here. And I'm going to have the button saying submit. And it's just a couple of variables. I'm going to say type equals submit, name equals submit. Yep. Value equals submit. There's a lot of submit stuff going on, is that right? I think that's right. Okay, I think that's right. Okay, so excellent. Let's now just save this and we'll have a quick look at the page, right? So here we go, going into Contact Us, and like that. I actually had it open here so I could refresh this, and look, it's not too bad. Now, the first thing that some of you folks are going to want to do here is go into this text area and mess about with the CSS and try and add more rows, okay, and make it like taller, try and increase the height. Please do not do that, right? You don't need to do that, because look, when you type stuff in and you do new lines, you see the text area actually expands with the message. Okay, it's a fantastic feature that comes with jQuery mobile, so there's no need to do that. Okay, so now I'm going to get this form actually working and doing something meaningful. So to do that, I'm going to go to the top of the code here and I'm going to echo form open, and I'm going to pass in form location. Okay, actually you could do this with short tags if you prefer, something like that, and that's going to be fine. There is a variable called form location that gets passed in here, and it goes to contact us /submit, just in case you were wondering. Okay, and then down here we can say form close, like so. Okay, so if we save that, and I'm going to quickly check this out. So I'm going to contact us. I'll refresh the page. Okay, and I'm now going to fill out these different fields. Okay, so we'll do Luke Skywalker, and Luke Skywalker's email address is going to be luke@skywalker.com, and the phone number is going to be that, and the message, actually let's make a mistake, right? Let's just say that the email address is that, okay? And okay, so we've made a mistake here, and here comes the message, right? So if we hit submit, as you can see, it never submitted the form, and it has attempted to display validation errors. Now, I actually forgot about the validation errors. So if you open up Contact Us, that's the old Contact Us view file, you'll find the validation errors, and I'm going to just paste them in right underneath the headline. Okay, I'm glad I checked that actually. Can you imagine forgetting the validation errors? Man, I don't know what's wrong with me. So here we go again. I'm going to save. We'll try this again, right? So it's Luke Skywalker. The email is the dodgy email address. That's a broken email, right? And the message is going to be hello you. So if we hit submit, excellent. You can see that the validation errors are working and everything is super cool. Okay. Now this indent is just a little bit concerning. Give me just a second here. View page source. I just want to see what's going on. Can we handle that? Can't? Oh gee. Right, okay. Let me try the source for Contact Us. Text, there we go. Do you see this text area? That's what the problem is. I knew there was something not right about that. So let's bring that message in. Okay, there we go. Excellent. That's why we test things, folks. That is why we test things. So let's try this again, right? We've got Luke Skywalker, blah, 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 blah. Hello, you. Would you like to jump back into mobile mode? Something like that. And this time we'll leave out the name as well, right? Okay. So here we go. And that's fantastic. So the errors are just fine, okay? Now I'm going to fill it out properly. So the email address is luke@scout. Hello. This is a message from the Contact Us form on the mobile site. And look at how the thing expands. It's just very cool, okay? Very cool. So I can just about click submit here, just about, okay, and here we go, and that's fine. The page does not look too good, but it has submitted the message. If I go to the database here and go to inquiries and have a look here, oh gee, sorry, that's not the one. Have a look here. Luke Skywalker submitted the following information regards Luke. So the thing is going to the database. Yes, everything is fantastic. So all we need to do to finish this video is do this thank you page, and that's going to be us. Okay, so just to be clear, we submit to I'm going to open up Contact Us, the controller. We submit to Contact Us submit, and then it goes to Contact Us /thank you. So if you go to thank you, look at the vibe. You know what's coming up here, right? We basically just say this load module site settings. We say is mobile, is this site settings, is mobile, and then we say if is mobile is false, then the template is public bootstrap. Otherwise, the template is public JQM. we may not even need to change the view file. We could if you want though, but we can probably even get away with this. I'm going to just go to, oh, I'm sorry, contact us, thank you. Okay. Let me just see, public, oh sorry, I keep forgetting to change this template thing. There we go, and refresh. Okay, and that's not too bad. I think that, I suppose we could make that a bit nicer. So why don't we just say data view file also equals, and then we'll add on JQM. So it's now looking for thank you underscore JQM, and we'll just create that very quickly. Thank you underscore JQM.php. And if we have a quick look at this, we've got this rounded corner thing, H3. I think that's kind of a good look, you know, I just like it. So I'm going to keep that in. You know, the panel thing with the rounded corners, and might as well chuck in this. Okay, so it looks something like that, and if we refresh the page, that is a pretty good page. Okay, so here we go, home page, contact us, we'll fill this out. It's Luke Skywalker, luke@skywalker.com, any number you want. Here we go. I'm going to say submit, and that's fantastic. Okay, now we do not need to do decoy form fields or anything. We don't really need to worry about spamming, or sorry, not spamming, spamming, yeah. We don't need to worry about automated spamming, because search engines, spam bots, anything like that will go to the desktop version of the site. Okay, so that is the contact form. This is really looking good. By the way, I really hope that by now you guys appreciate why we've used jQuery mobile. Can you see the difference? I know that it's a bit of work, but I think it's worth it, you know? Can you see the difference? I hope you can. I mean, there's no way we could do this kind of stuff with ordinary Bootstrap. So thank you very much, stay cool, and I'll see you in the next video.